there's a lot of questions entering Patriots training camp. Jack Jones is one of the big ones. The cornerback is due in court on August 18th for a probable cause hearing. Jones has been accused by law enforcement of having 2 guns in a carry-on bag last month at Logan International Airport. Time now for a little bit of fill in the blank. The impact of Jones's legal case in training camp will be blank. Curran, I'll let you start first.
A distraction. I really believe it will be, because we can all presume that Jack Jones did not intend to bring guns through security. He did. So I think you look at it as that.
I would say on the field, what I'm interested in once training camp starts is how do they, if at all, maybe tweak how the reps get divvied up, Amina? Do they do anything with Jack Jones's reps in particular? Does he find himself buried on the depth chart because they're anticipating that they might not have him to start the year? And then if they don't feel like they might have him, who slides into that role? Because they don't have a loaded group when it comes to outside, true boundary corners. They have Christian Gonzalez, who they just drafted in the first round. But then they have Jonathan Jones, they have Marcus Jones, they have Miles Bryant. They have a number of guys that really project more as slots, and their best spot is probably in the slot. I wonder if they might take Jalen Mills, who they've been working out at safety, and put him back at corner just in anticipation of maybe not having Jack Jones.
And what's the NFL's demeanor towards Jack Jones in this situation, too? Because it would be a violation of the personal conduct policy. Again, he will have rationale for, I didn't intend to bring these guns through, but 2 loaded, unregistered guns with a high-capacity magazine also in the luggage certainly calls into question, okay, well, who are you hanging with that would have put those in or near your luggage?
Yeah.
And what are the circumstances surrounding it? I don't think this is in a vacuum. If he's found not guilty of intentionally bringing the guns there, you just say, okay, he's good.
Yeah, it is interesting how that will pan out, and also if that means he'll be on the roster when training camp, or really when the season starts. I want to see how that pans out. Our Curran wrote about the top storylines going into camp. You can read about them on NBCSportsBoston.com, and one of those items is who is going to help Rhamondre Stevenson, the workhorse running backs. He's going to need some help. So fill in the blank, Phil Perry. The Patriots' number 2 running back will be blank.
Leonard Fournette.
Oh, wow.
He ain't on the roster right now, but I think the Patriots like him. I think they've liked him for a long time. I don't know, quite honestly, don't know how much juice he has left in those legs, but he's a big body. Bill Belichick has praised him before for being able to get tough yards all the way back when he's with the Jaguars, but he can catch the ball too. He's not a James White-esque type of route runner, but in terms of checkdowns and being a little bit of a security blanket, Tom Brady threw it to him all the time down in Tampa Bay because he needed to get rid of the ball because he was always under pressure.
I like that. I love that, Leonard Fournette. I'm going to go with an obvious one with the guy on the roster. I'm going to say Kevin Harris, and he is more your backup to Rhamondre Stevenson. I do think Ty Montgomery probably has the inside track to third down back. He's just been plagued by so many injuries throughout his career. I would find it hard to put my money on him as being your third down back. So Kevin Harris will be the backup to Rhamondre.
Like a Damian Harris type, maybe.
Yeah, keep running them with Harris's in.
Running the Harris's and Leonard Fournette, that is very interesting. I was not expecting that.
They just worked him out recently, too, so they are still interested.
All right. When the players, though, they hit the field on Wednesday, we are expecting hot temperatures. It's going to be a challenge running in that hot sun. Fill in the blank, Tommy Curran. The Patriots that will fail the conditioning test will be whom?
Oh, that's so negative.
Oh.
Come on.
It's not me. Look, it's not me. You blame the producers. I'm not the negative Nancy.
That ain't right.
I'm not the negative Nancy.
How do I sit here and say this guy's going to fail his conditioning test? Mac Jones, in a surprise, just fails it outright. I mean,
he's like, no, I'm not giving any names. I'm not giving any names.
It's going to be an uphill climb for old Trent.
Yeah. Phil, how difficult will it be with the temperatures hitting what it's going to hit for the rest of this week to kind of complete that conditioning test?
It can be an issue. It's been an issue for somebody. It has been an issue for Trent Brown before. I'd even look at it's not always the big guys. Like, I do wonder about Juju Smith-Schuster. All the time he missed. He's coming off of injury. I think it is hard to maintain your conditioning when you're dealing with a knee for a good chunk of the offseason. And we saw how busy he was with the rest of his offseason, gaming camps and weddings and all that. How many sprints are you able to fit in? I don't know. So I'm not going to outright say it, but I got my eye on his conditioning level through the first week of camp. Let's just put it that way.
It could be difficult.